My name is Frank. I'm actually a first-year apprentice. I'm about 9 or 10 months into working with Warrior Plumbing, and I go to the first year of apprentice school next month. One of the young bucks. I went to university. I got my degree. I worked in an office for a bit, and I was just never into it. And I had a bunch of friends who had done different apprenticeships, so I called Kurt last year, and he gave me a shot. And
Amazing.
fast forward 9 months, it's like one of the only jobs I've really enjoyed. So it's a family company, first of all. Like, I've grown to become very close with the guys I work with. We hang out after work. We hang out on the weekends sometimes. Good mentorship. I always tell this story to friends outside of work that once I called myself, because I wasn't very good at using tools and whatnot when I first started. And I used to tell people, or I came to work one day and I said, oh wow, I'm so stupid, I don't know how to do this. And I think it was either Dave or Brendan was like, no, you're not stupid, man, we just haven't taught you how to do it yet. That's when I had a good first moment where I was like, oh, these guys are actually nice. Because I've worked in other manual trades before, just in the summers and whatnot, and there's a stereotype that people can be quite rough and mean, and it's true. But these guys are genuinely just nice guys to work with. That they let you learn things quite soon sometimes, especially as an apprentice. You usually start as just like a general laborer where you're moving stuff around, but they let me get on the tools quite soon and use your head and think on how to build stuff, and that's been something that keeps you wanting to come back to work, because you can notice your power is almost increasing. Whereas, like I said earlier, I was not very good with hand tools at all a year ago, and now I have friends calling me to come fix their sinks and stuff like that. And
Wow.
my girlfriend's impressed. I showed her my bucket of tools the other day that I brought home because I was doing a side job, and she was like, "Those are all your tools?" I was like, "Yeah, they are. You wouldn't have imagined this last year, would you?" I like the variety of jobs we do. We did a massive construction site here in North Vancouver, and lately we've been doing residential jobs where we're doing custom houses. So you get a lot of variety in that sense. And your day is just completely different every day. It's quite a bit of a challenge to show up to a job site and figure out what materials you need, what tools you need, what kind of guys you need, and trying to cram a job. Sometimes a big project over 6 months, a small project you have to get in and out of somebody's house in a day or two. For sure. There's a
Yeah.
lot of mentorship like that. I mean, it's as simple as the younger guys, for example, who were like in my shoes at the beginning. They were telling me like what I needed every day to be prepared to impress the guys I work with, who are the older senior guys like Brendan and Dave, who are foreman, and Kurt. So the younger guys would tell me the basic tools I need to have on myself at all times. The older guys are teaching me how mechanical systems work, why a vent needs to be vented in a certain way so you don't get gas to come up, or why you should be turning on the water on and off at certain points, or the steps of testing things, how to prevent leaks. So those are the things I was completely blind to walking in, and it helps to have guys who want to teach you that. And you almost have to earn that as well, because if you're somebody who doesn't come to work or is lazy or is on their phone, like, they're not going to want to teach you. So you almost have to earn the reliability, and then they become more open to teaching you the more complicated stuff, which at the end is what pays the big bucks when you can handle a job. I think it's the fact that every day I learn something new. I've had jobs in the past where you get bored after a while, where it gets too repetitive, or in my case, I didn't like sitting in front of a screen all day. Hopefully 5 years, I'll have my ticket by then, which is a Red Seal certification, which basically says you're a journeyman plumber.
Nice.
And then after that, I've wanted my own business my whole life. I just wasn't sure how to get to it. So hopefully I can learn from Kurt over the next few years. And I would like to take a shot at having my own business in my mid-30s. Outside of work, I do a lot of cycling, camping trips on the weekend, read books, just things that the plumbing can be very fast-paced. On the weekends, I like to relax. I read in a book recently, I forget what book it was called, but it said something along that the joy in life is feeling your powers increasing. So in plumbing, you feel that as, like I said, I didn't know how to use tools, and now I feel like a handyman in some ways. So I've gotten a lot of joy out of that, where I've built something and then a journeyman tells you, oh, that's good, you did a great job.